There we go. Hello everyone. Thanks, man. How y'all doing? I'm a bit late. I'm slept in. One of those alarms went off, pushed snooze, and then fell asleep for another half an hour. But I did it. Kept to my schedule this week, so. Trying to sort my life a little bit out, aren't they? Alright. Um, uh, Today's going to be a very chilled out stream, so I might just end up doing my own stuff, but either way, if anyone has any suggestions of anything they want to watch or talk about, now's a good time. Is this what the stream's going to be about? On Fridays, it's just going to be a chilling out and just doing whatever. Head. Now, I know there's a treasure hunt kind of thing going on. Yeah, there it is. And I don't actually know what just to do. Solve enough riddles on enough maps you'd be rewarded. Treasures for priority. Well, where can I get the treasure map thing? There's a treasure map thingy. Do not know. Do expect me not everything going on. Let's see. Not sure what I'm looking for. I just assumed it would be on Desert Beach, but it might not be. Don't even know what I'm looking for. What riddles are? Very confusing. I'm not sure what the trigger stuff is, but I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm assuming it's some kind of like hole or something. Oh, no idea where it is. Not obvious anyway. It's like a spot. Well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be looking for. Nothing on the map that indicates what I was supposed to do. Can't see anything on the ground. I might stick to my original plan and just chill out for a bit. No, that's good. Alright. Just sit down, chill. That's probably gonna do it today. Just chill. So if anyone has anything they want to say or talk about, now's a good time. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. I'm just pretty much just I'm gonna make a conscious effort just chill on Fridays. Oh. Oh. Let's turn off some heat. Yeah, I'm gonna look for anything. This could be a very boring stream, by the way. I'm just trying this out and see how I feel about it. It's like stress too much about being on schedule, doing something, and all that stuff. So today's just more like a chill out. Look. Can't see any interesting videos. Let's type in Dream Light. There's Seraph. I don't like Seraph. Talks about Dream Maps. Looks like he's the only one talking about Dream Light now. What's that Senpai? God, he hasn't put out a new video for a month, which is kind of crazy because I expected him to like week after week kind of deal. He really just stopped. It's kind of crazy. I wonder why. Oh, I see. Oh, actually, switch over to what I'm looking at. Especially with my way. Yeah, it did work. There we go. He said, hey everyone, haven't published a new video for a bit. I've actually been working on a very big project. And this was 2 weeks ago. He still hasn't released a video. It should be ready for you soon. Today we'll be seeing the results for the Hooked on 30% challenge. I haven't checked my results yet, so I'm not sure how I did, but we're going to go live right now, find out. Join us in stream, blah blah blah. So he's working on something. And he's got working on a new video a month ago, but he never released anything like that. So, interesting. Just stop kind of posting videos. It's kind of weird. Anyway.
Saw you in a field of ice and snow, holding out your hand for me to go. Wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones that something here was bound to take me home. You Said you don't know me well, but I'm your angel in white. I'll be close if you come, I'll be just behind you. You're not on the list, but I can get you inside. Use your mind, listen to my voices that guide you. You give yourself all, but yeah, you don't wanna fight. If you do, I'm gonna bid you a hard, cold goodnight, baby. Hang on to your ticket, chips and wind, alright. And if you don't trust it, hold it up to the light. Connecting the dots, black spots in my vision. I'll be blaming it on divine intuition. I'll be praying for a divine intervention or anything else that gets my attention. And I'm falling for you. You're a fine invention, the sort of poison to me, but I keep forgetting. And now I'm halfway in and I'm half alive. You take my face and you hold it up to the light. Think you was bound to take me home. If not you, not here, then I don't know. As above, as ever, so below. Something was bound to take me home. That's where I can get you inside, babe. I said you're not on the list, but I can get you inside.
But yeah, I can't find any good videos, so I'm just kind of searching around at the moment, seeing what we could watch. Hmm. Well, it's 7 o'clock anyway. I need to get my coffee and switch over my battery stuff. Alright, we're gonna do that. I'll be back in a sec.
You've been lost and alone in the city of lights.
we go. We're back. We're back. I just realized my camera's not there. Why is my camera not there? Why is my camera not on? That is weird. Camera hasn't been working all day. That's odd. Yeah, I don't think I unplugged it. Yeah, it's only one camera working at the moment. That is odd. I have to try and figure that. Hi Fox. I did not know my camera wasn't working this entire time. Oh. There we go. Try that. There we go. That seems to work now. Don't know why I was acting stupid, but it was. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'll switch that over here so I can actually read it. We are going to watch some videos. Why not? I have to figure out which videos to watch though. For that stuff. Well, it's fun about this pirate stuff. It seems like there's only one creator now that does Davelight content. Alright, so we're gonna, we've got, let's switch over here. There we go. We're gonna go into Seroth's video about the pirate event. Just to figure out what I'm supposed to do here.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over everything you
Seroth
need
is
to
like
know about the new...
the only one that actually makes this like Davelight Valley content now. But everyone seems to have abandoned the game, which is odd that they all kind of did it around the same time, but it makes sense. Probably the views dropped off like extremely dramatically.
treasure trove, like treasure hunt event that's dropping in Dreamlight Valley on July 30th. So when it is July 30th in your area, you will have access to this event. I'm going to go over all the rewards. We're also going to talk about the riddles and how to just do this event. You are going to have to hunt for some more dig spots, but it's not as bad as some previous events. If you guys enjoy my content, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and it took a lot of work on my part to figure out what you need to do for this event.
Yeah, the dig spots are pretty much the go-to one for the events. I think it's just the fact of this is probably the issue with Dreamlight Valley as a whole. It's reaching the point where it's so predictable and so boring that people are just not even doing it anymore. They don't really like every time like an update comes out for another game. It feels like they try something new, mucking up the formula. With Dreamlight Valley, it's becoming basic. So I think that's half the problem. That's the hole they're stuck in at the moment. One, they need to add in a calendar, because just putting it in the events of saying when the event kind of ends, I mean, it's people miss it all the time. But yeah, it's getting a bit basic.
Because we have no guides for this. I just had to figure out all the riddles and everything, and like less than 70% of people are subscribed to my channel. So if you would help me out, I would appreciate you so much. And yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Well, I heard you're a bad guy, Sarah.
Over to the event tab, we now have this thing here for the treasure hunt event. It says that it ends in 13 days, so you have 2 weeks to complete this. There is only one single reward. Well, there's
that's
actually
disappointing
two, but
as
there's
well.
like this main reward here, and then something else. So it says it goes from July 30th to August 12th. So as soon as it turns from July 29th to July 30th, you will have access to this. If it is not July 30th,
Yeah,
where
so
you
I've got
are
about
right
12
now,
days.
you don't
I
have
didn't notice it
access to this
yesterday,
event,
but
okay?
I don't
So
even know what
within
I'm
the
looking
30th
for yet.
to the 12th, you'll be able to find special treasure maps around your valley. Solve enough
See, I haven't
riddles
found
on
the treasure
enough
maps.
and you'll be rewarded treasures fit for pirate royalty.
Okay,
We have
so
this
we're gonna.
pirate mask
I'm
that you
waiting
can
until
actually
they tell me
unlock.
what the treasure
And
map
then
is,
if you
then
go
we'll go
to
look
the
for it.
duties, there is another duty that's going to give another reward. So this one, it says Expert Treasure Hunter. And to be able to complete this, you have to complete like 2 of the memories. So there are new memories, and as you
Okay.
get these like gold cracks, then you're going to be able to go and start getting the pieces for this.
I'm
Alrighty,
guessing
guys.
in time
So
jump
what I would
to kind of work
recommend
this all out.
doing is going to the location I'm about to show you. So over here on Dazzle Beach, we got Skull Rock over there. I actually have my first one right here. Now I would just check this just to see if it spawns in this area for you as well. But this is what it looks like. So like I
Okay.
said, it's actually not that difficult to see. Obviously a massive tip.
Alright, we're gonna pause it there. We're gonna go back to the game. We're gonna try and find it in our game. Because I haven't found it yet. And it annoyed me this morning when I was running around looking for it. So let's try and find it. Alright, we'll go to the same spot and see if it's there. So it's not there. Oh, wait, what's that? Is that it? No. Stupid shards. Alright, so well, it looks like a golden spot. And it looked pretty obvious when I was seeing on there, so... Now, I don't know whether it's random across the entire map, or is it always going to be on Dazzle Beach? Now, I looked for it before, I couldn't see it. But it could be the fact of it's glitched and spawned under things. Like, I have to... This is, I think, one of the frustrations I think a lot of people have with the game. We have to assume the game's glitched in order to do something. It's like, I'm assuming that the reason why I can't see it is it's glitched out a little bit. They're random. Random across the like entire valley. Because that's gonna suck to look for. First one was in the plaza. Well, that's annoying. God, so I could be looking forever. Actually, let's go back to the plaza. And see if I get lucky at all. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty obvious, like with that gold kind of glow. I'm assuming it's going to be obvious. Once you see it, you know. That's what I figured. I get it's supposed to be challenging, but... Like, how do I know it hasn't spawned under something? Like, I'm assuming that it's spawned correctly. In a place I can see it. But I looked for it earlier, and I couldn't see it anywhere. well, it's not there. Let's try Farshabella.
Stop.
We're doing this forever. This is one of those when a game stops being fun. It's just frustrating at this point. There is no way I can find it.
Stop.
I mean, I could go into edit mode, maybe it help that. Oh, well, what's that? There we go. So it was up here. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Getting warmer, break the ice somewhere when it's frosted. Alright. Do I break this? Do I break all these?
Stop.
Is that what I do? That's what the clue says. I don't know if you can see it because the camera's in the way. It says, getting warmer, break the ice somewhere when it's frosted. So I'm just going to break all this ice. Guessing that's what I do. Yeah, alright. It's all on the side. Right, there's a ball in there. Everything. So far, not having much luck to whatever it's supposed to drop. We're here. Getting a lot of snowballs though. Oh, there's a chest there. I think that came out of one of them. Let's go. That could be what I'm looking for. I guess we'll find out. Oh, there's memory. There we go. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. So I'm guessing it was one a day or something like that. One piece. So I have 4 pieces. So I need to do it for 4 days. Alright. So I guess I'll do the next one tomorrow. I'll probably do it offline and just like finish the event. Oh no, we've got 2 weeks. We're playing enough during my Valley to be able to finish it all next week. Oh no, but then we've got the update dropping. I think the update drops next week, does it? Yeah, I think the update drops next week. Yeah, sadly, yeah, that's a little bit annoying, but I guess it gives us something to do. I think the annoying thing is going to be finding it. Because the problem is that because there's so many respawns, it gets hidden with everything, so... I'm just hoping it doesn't glitch out. And get, like... not enough items. What are you on about? Oh, Dreamlight Valley. You're... See, it's stuff like that. Like, modern games shouldn't have a problem of like, just a simple selling of an item. Like... Alright, the only way they're going to fix this is log out, log back in, but... We'll go back to title screen and go back in. Yeah, I do think Dreamlight Valley, sadly, based off all the dialogue I'm seeing, and based on player numbers and everything, like, I think we're in the dying stage of the game, unfortunately. Unless they do something to really, you know, infuse the game with a little bit more energy. We've got content creators stop playing, player numbers on Twitch are going down. I mean, the Reddit is still pretty active, but it does feel like... I mean, 2 years, 3 years is pretty good for a game to be popular for. But I think we are heading to that point, which makes me a little bit nervous that I think we might be coming to the end. They are coming out with another expansion, and I think the problem with that is that the expansion is not exciting anybody. So the last time at least it excited people like getting Maleficent, getting Hades, everyone was like a little bit hype for it. The hype is gone, and they really need something to infuse a bit of excitement again. Don't know. Alright, dump a lot of stuff. I don't know, that's just my opinion. And we knew it was going to happen eventually, but... I mean, all games die eventually. The game can't be popular forever. It just feels like all the quality of life stuff people expected just never came about. And I mean, it took them, what, 2-3 years to be able to rotate items. And have a search bar and when it in a design game, it's... I don't know. I know I'm being a little bit negative Nancy on it, it's just... That's my current feelings on it. And they can turn it around. 100% they can turn this around. But I'm just not that hopeful. But at least I finished my machine. Alright. We're gonna use my machine. I haven't used my machine today. So we'll get a creator that's at level 1. A gingerbread rabbit. Then we'll go get Aladdin. And then we'll dart over here. Let's go use my machine. Now, in theory, it should level my pet up from where it is at level 1 to max level. Let's go. And this is going to be very useful for the update as well, because we can level characters this way. Hey, Thrissa, how are you doing? What? That should have been enough. Oh no, that's right. I have to fully upgrade it. No, that's right. That's right. I need to get those, but I don't know how. To get what? These little machines here. Or do you mean snippets? Well, all you have to do is build them. So you just go over here, and they should be under functional items, I think it is, and then they're here, the slow traps. You just put them in, and then you can upgrade them. You just build them. Should be nice and easy. Well, in theory, they're nice and easy. Alright, I'll upgrade them. So where's my gingerbread guy? How much did he get? See, he's nearly level 5, so once I've upgraded all these, that should do it. You're good, that's good. How did you like my Dinkin play for the first time? So that'll be every Thursday going forward. And to be fair, I have been playing a little bit offline as well, just to get a little bit more familiar with it. I got the first house, John's house. So I'm probably gonna just be doing a little bit of grinding on the background, just to kind of catch up a little bit. I also found out that it doesn't save the game unless you finish the day. So I found that out the hard way because I didn't finish a day and then saved it and then I lost all my progress. So that was annoying. So hopefully next time I play next week, I'll make a little progress and we can maybe play multiplayer, depending on how it goes. I just want to make enough progress that it feels like someone helping me out doesn't feel like I'm not learning. Oh, did I miss one? That looks like one I missed. Yeah, that's one I missed. There you go. So I'm up to there. So the theory is once I upgrade all these, I should have the machine good to go. The question is, will I have enough time for the next expansion? The next DLC, which is next week. So I actually might need to grind this out offline and finish the machine. I loved it. It only saved you when you sleep. Yeah, I didn't know that. So I lost a lot of progress. I built all these crates and stuff. And then I was like, alright, I'm just gonna log out and quit. And then came back and everything was gone and I was so confused at what happened. I was very gutted. So where am I? I'm at the Dapper Crocodile. Oh no, that crocodile. Bountiful crocodile. Yeah. Slowly ticking all that off. So I'm up to there. The idea is once I've leveled all the critters, I can just remove all this and then just put it out just before every expansion and have the machine good to go. Because I can level characters this way too, and it should be every hour I'd be able to do it and be able to level them and very quick. I could do it within that the 12-hour playthrough that I have. This machine will be perfect for that. And the idea is that once I've upgraded it all, right, I can start just accumulating snippets. So I'll do all the green snippets, then I'll just move this machine over to, I don't know, over to here, and then get all different kinds of snippets. You can't get the black ones though. I think that's the only bugger of it. You only can get these ones. The problem is I won't be able to get the frog snippets because I don't think you can place these machines in other biomes unless you build a specific biome one. Or maybe you can? Can you? I always thought you couldn't. Alright, for the sake of argument, I'm going to place one there and see if it works. Because if it does work, I could just move it to other areas. We're getting DLC next week. Yeah, the free update, we're getting Inside Out. Which I'd be interested in. Alright, I'm going to see if this actually works in this biome. If it does, that makes my life a lot easier, because I was going to buy it, like, build separate ones for each one. Oh, I got a black one. Joy, sadness, yeah. And I've already got all the critters for them as well. All the emotional critters. See, I've got anger, disgust, fear, joy, sadness, and then we've got the Inside Out 2 ones. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, there, we've got envy. I forget how they sort them out. Embarrassment. What else? Where's the Inui one? Oh yeah, in Inui, there's that one. I think there's one more, isn't there? Oh, anxiety. There you go, anxiety. So I got those ones as well, and they're going to be in the Inside Out 2 section, which we'll fix up next week in preparation for the update. Unfortunately, I might be able to get the day off. I'll see whether I can get the day off at the last minute, because that would be fun to do another 12-hour stream. I like my 12-hour streams. It makes me feel like a nerd again. Alright, we've got about 20 minutes, so I might actually do another puzzle. Which one should we do? Do Incredibles. I like the Incredibles. So, I need 20 of those, really. I need 15, alright. I need 15 black. Crap, I forgot which one, what kind I needed, like, immediately. So yeah, we'll do the Inside Out section next week of just tying that up and getting that ready to go. I already got a spot for it. Incredibles, where is it? Alright, demons. Alright. Demonauts. We need Demonauts. Luckily I still got white snippets that I can use. There you go. And I don't want to waste white snippets. Just creating them in where I've just set up a trap, so I just have to wait, like, not long. I shouldn't need to wait too long. There you go, they're already respawned. That should be enough. Yeah, level 5. Oh, there you go. There's that one. It sucks it doesn't catch the black ones. I'm kind of gutted that that you have to get the black ones the hard way. Defeats the purpose of the machines, because, like, I don't know. You don't really need the snippets for much once you do all the puzzles anyway. I hope they add more uses for them, but it could be very much like the time bending stuff. But at least the time bending stuff, it kind of felt like there was more to it. You can still use the time bending stuff for something, like, you know, building vacuums and stuff like that. And these snippets in that, it just feels like once they're done, they're done. There's going to be no reason to go back. Alright, let's reorder the Incredible one. There you go. Well, you know this one's down here somewhere. There you go. Is that another corner? Yep. I try and get to the corners, but I always seem to muck it up. There you go. Up there. Where is it? Where it's here. No, don't think it goes there. Might go there? No, it doesn't go there. Another corner, there we go. Oh, maybe this one. Go there? There we go. I hate this song. I don't even know why I have it on playlist. I have a lot of the same song over and over again. Really should just get a new playlist. I just don't want to get constantly copyrighted and get like, the reason why I have this playlist that I do is because I keep on getting hit with messages saying I were hit with copyright and so forth, and I just got sick of seeing the messages over and over and over again. So that's why I pick music that is copyright free. Because the music's not that great. Don't know why I constantly listen to it. And I need to have something. My ADHD apparently has to have something going on in the background, whether it's like music or watching something. Like when I work, do my job, I always have to have something playing. And I don't know why. Just my version of the crazy. It's very frustrating. Because sometimes people think I'm not doing my job, and it's just like, I don't think people think that, to be honest. I just assume that if people found out, they'd assume I'm not doing my job, but it's definitely not the case. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. And it annoys my partner a little bit, because she's the complete opposite. She likes silence for her ADHD, so we just have to kind of like make it work. Sure. Getting there. Yeah, let's Jack. And the last bit. There we go. Done. It's based off the first movie. Like right now, I have you playing in the background as I play. Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, like Twitches have kind of turned into radios. Let's be honest, and that's what I kind of like. That's what I hope. That's actually, I would say, my dream. If I was going to have a dream, is for my stream to become like someone's radio, someone's, you know, they care less about the gameplay and more about just us just talking and gasbagging about stuff. And that's what I would want for the stream. And that's why I kind of want to mix up the kind of game I'm playing. So It's not just one game. Well, there we go. There's the seat. I like that seat. I do feel like Incredibles characters are coming. My gut feeling is that I think we're going to get Incredibles stuff soon. I don't know. I've been seeing a little bit more of it. But I think Dream of Valley needs to do something rather soon in terms of hype, because no one gives a shit about the new expansion coming, because there's nothing to get excited about. Like, yeah, we saw it that the horse from Tangled, and we get a Tangled character every single DLC we got. Well, in the base game we got Mother Gothel, and the DLC and the Eternity Isle DLC we got Rapunzel, and Storybug Vale we got Flynn, and now with the new one we get the horse. But I mean, no, I hate to break it to you, but not a lot of people like Tangled or have seen Tangled. I don't know why they've got this whole Tangled thing going, but they need to do something, because I don't know. It just seems weird. They know the game's going down, so they aren't really giving us much. I'm hoping the next expansion really is hugely multiplayer centric. I think that's the only way they're gonna save the game now. It's reaching a point where I think they need to save the game, because it's dying so quick. And multiplayer is going to be a huge one. I mean, every single cozy game now has a decent multiplayer component. This game has a component, but it's not that great. I mean, the fact you can go to someone's valley and you can't even sit down or really do anything in the valley. I mean, I got so excited about the multiplayer, and then realizing how restrictive it was and how much of an inconvenience it is to use, you just stop using it. Hey Ramona, how you doing? And I think that's what it comes down to. The multiplayer is more of an inconvenience than something that people want to use. You just got a trip from Arizona to Seattle. Nice. I don't know how long of a trip that is, or even where Arizona is, but I'm sure it was long enough to feel like a trip. So I hope your aunt is okay. Is Arizona the place in America where you can marry your cousin? I'm not interested because all my cousins are men, but I know America's weird. Like that. America, the one place where everyone can buy a gun and marry the cousin. The only time I use it is when I'm helping my friend by giving them stuff. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they've got Scrabble Coin there. How the hell can we still not play multiplayer Scrabble Coin? It seems so silly. They've invented a multiplayer game. Again, a two-player multiplayer game that you can't actually play by multiplayer. It just feels like such a missed opportunity. Yeah. Oh my god, so Arizona, you can marry a cousin. I'm a little bit worried about you guys in America right now. You guys are going a little bit batshit insane, and what I'm most worried about is my sister's coming over there with my three beautiful nieces, at the end of the year to spread my brother-in-law's ashes. And the advisory over here has told everyone to stay away from America. Like, don't travel to America because we can't guarantee you safety anymore. And I'm terrified my sister's going to get arrested by ICE for just visiting there the way she is, because we've heard there's been several New Zealanders that have been detained doing similar things, and a couple of them have been deported back because they were Maori. They were Maori and Pacific Islander, probably a better way of phrasing that. So I'm a little bit worried because they've already lost so much, and I think it will terrify my damn nieces if anything like that happens. And I'm listed as if anything happens to them, the kids would come to me. It was like either between me and my brother, and I don't have kids, and so I get the three. But because of my condition, I can't exactly fly over there. So I'm terrified something will happen to my sister, and I can't go over there to help. And it scares the shit out. But I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just paranoia. But when you hear about so many scenarios that your sister's going to be in, well, it's going to be very similar, it makes you worry. And from my impression is that ICE is getting more funding with this big, beautiful bill thing that they've put through. So ICE is going to be like the 7th or 8th most funded force in the world. And they've got quotas they have to meet. And the harder it is to hit those quotas, the more that criteria about who they take changes. It gets shortened and shortened and shortened, which is already basically what's happening now. Is that the federal government has demanded this is the quota. They're not hitting it, so they're switching how they're doing things. So I worry by the time December hits around, they could be just arresting it and then let her go. It's still going to be traumatic. It's like, arrest her, we met the quota, but we're going to let her go. It's still, yeah. So it could end up being nothing bad will happen, but still the fear is there. And anything could happen when you're in the system. And who knows what happened to the kids. I mean, it could be a case of they're not going to let the kids come back to New Zealand while they process her and my sister, and they work everything out, and then my nieces are stuck in a country where some of them have never been, with family they've never met before, and who knows if they put them, like, there's so many terrible scenarios that we've heard about, and people, you know, they have come on TV in New Zealand talking about it, so they're not just like fake news, because I mean the news is independent. So I mean, over here it's not really got. I think it's government funded. I think it's government funded, but they're independent. There's all these rules about the independency. She should check in the embassy. I mean, I've told her to do it, and that's why she set up the will to put my name under it. To be fair, she never asked whether I was, you know, for me to get the kids. She just said, "Oh, by the way, if anything happens to me, you're getting the kids." I'm like, "Oh, okay, it's good to be asked these things." She never asked. I would take them. I wouldn't say no, but I'm just saying, if you're going to put someone's name down as the one that's going to essentially get your kids, maybe have a discussion with them first. There's a little tip for everybody. Just have a little discussion. Just say, "Hey, is it okay?" Don't just assume that they'll be okay with it. Because I've got enough problems in my life right now with my heart condition and everything. So I'm hoping, I'm sure it'll be a nothing burger. It's just one of those things that, you know, you've heard so many horror stories, and you don't want to be in one of those horror stories, but you also want to have a plan if you are in one of those horror stories. And that's my job. My job is a workforce planner, so my job is to plan for the worst and to have a plan for when things go good and have a plan for when things go bad. So that's what I just have to be wary of. And I'm sure it'll be nothing. But I mean, this whole year as always, we can't predict what's going to happen. I mean, yeah, it's so bad here. I'm scared to go outside. I feel like I get shot or something. Yeah. I mean, that's the bugger about, I think, what has been lost here. The whole point of a society is to feel comfortable in it and to grow society to the safest, best society that you can. And if you're feeling like that, if anyone is feeling like that, you failed. You failed what you're trying to build society for. And so that's why I don't really understand the Second Amendment stuff of people like saying, I have a right to have a gun. Clearly, we've now learned enough about mental illness, about other people, about how society is structured and operates, that rule doesn't work. Because people are dicks. You only can go as slow as your slowest carriage. And clearly people don't treat that rule with the respect it was intended. So if people aren't respecting that rule as intended and abusing the rule and basically hurting society in a more negative than positive, you should change the rule to make a better society. And it's not saying more government control, it's more of just saying our society cannot operate this way yet. Not to say they ever can or ever will, but I'm just saying right now they can't operate this way. So how about we change the rule, society becomes safer, and then we can see if society has grown enough to be able to handle that rule again. And that's the same. It should be the same with everything. Like with healthcare, clearly the healthcare system in the current society isn't working. And it is working in other societies who do it differently. So maybe we should go to that and make society better for everybody. Yes, there's going to be not everyone's going to be happy with it, but that's the whole point of society. But you want a safe society, great. You want to be able to walk down the street without worrying about getting arrested, getting shot, anything negative. Like we do here in New Zealand. I have never seen someone openly carrying a gun in New Zealand, ever. And it would freak me out, and this is another thing that we're trying to prepare our nieces for, is they will see people with guns. And we aren't sure how they're going to react to that. Because they've grown up here. So, and they obviously hear all the horror stories about what happens in America, about shootings and all that stuff. So, that's another aspect that my sister's trying to help them with it, by explaining why people carry guns and all that stuff, and what to do in a shooting and all that stuff. And because they'll hear a gunshot and it won't be like you guys. You guys know if you hear one what to do. No, they won't. So it's definitely a society thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a complicated issue that I would say level-headed people can fix, but right now it doesn't seem like we've got any of it. Everyone seems to be out for their own, my people or no one, and no one wants to go, I disagree with you, but I'm going to support you. And it also seems like, let's not even get into all the craziness with Mr. Orange and the Epstein stuff and all that kind of stuff, which, come on guys, like, he clearly is in the files, right? He's like, I'm going to release the files once he gets in there, and there's rumors of him being in the files. No, it's all made up. Obama, something about Obama. Like, I don't think he even was in office when the whole Epstein thing happened. I mean, we joke here in New Zealand, and we, gas bag about it all the time. With my friends and stuff. And, well, friends, or people I mean in real life and stuff. And it's just like, sometimes you're like, you guys see, you see what's happening here, right? It's clear corruption. Like, we think it's so obvious, and we don't really understand how many people still support that kind of corruption after all this time. And a lot of the time, it comes down to, well, the other guys are worse, or the other guys did this, or the other guys did this, and you're like, you guys realize you cannot like both of them, right? You don't have to go, alright, I'm gonna support this person just because the other person's worse. No, how about just don't support either of them? I don't know. That's the whole point of politics. The whole point of politics is not to be one side or the other. The point of politics is to vote for the person that you believe should be in government. It shouldn't matter if it's Republican, whether it's Democrat. And I think that's why the American system is messed up at the moment. At least in New Zealand, at least we have multiple parties. We've got the Greens, we've got Labour. Labour is kind of like your Democrats. We've got National, which is kind of your Republicans, but not really. And then we have ACT. ACT is like your MAGA, M-A-G-A, MAGA guys, the extreme right guys. And then we have the legalized cannabis party. We've got the not independents. What are they called? Other parties. We've got, I think there's like about 20 to 25 different political parties that go for government every year. So you have a wide selection of who to vote for. But over there, it's either two camps. Oh, there's also independents, but no one takes them seriously. What you guys have to do is split it up and say multiple parties. Because that's where you're going to get a fair representation of what the nation feels like. Instead, you get people going, I'm a diehard Republican, always going to vote for a Republican. If you are one of those people, it means you don't actually support politics. Because there is literally no reason any Republican should fight for your vote because they've already got it. There is no reason for them to ever do better. There's no reason for them to ever change or ever do anything. Every single person should be a neutral voter until election day when you got all the facts and you vote for who you believe in. Because that's the whole point of politics. That's the whole point of politics, is to vote for who you believe will run the country better, not who's Republican, who's the Republican candidate, who's the Democrat candidate. Shouldn't matter at all. Because if you are a die-hard Republican, never will vote Democrat, there is literally no reason a Republican will ever fight for your vote. Because there's no reason. Because they know who you're going to vote for. You've stated it out loud. You've told everybody you're never going to change your vote. So they'll be like, all right, let's say I've got $100 that I'm going to spend on my campaign to get a vote. Should I spend it on the person who is already going to vote for me? Or should I vote it on someone that's on the fence that might vote the other side? I'm going to spend it on the person who's going to vote the other side so I can get their vote. And I think that's the main attitude that needs to change in America, is that attitude of die-hard Republican, Democrat needs to go out the window, because there is literally no reason for those politicians to fight for that particular person. And that's the benefits of a system like ours, which is called the multiple members, MMP, just shortened to MMP. I can't remember the acronym, but MMP, multiple parties, and it means that you can come out and you can find a party that's more attuned to your values, and there is a realistic chance of being governed. And I hope eventually it gets to that point, but to be honest, there's so much money in politics at the moment, it will never happen. But people can make it happen. But there's too many die-hard Republicans, too many die-hard Democrats, that system will never work. Right. And that's, I'm saying, he says it's just AI. Yeah, he's just AI, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. We're entering that phase where everyone's going to blame AI for the truth. So, anyway, I've had enough ranting. That's my rant for today. Anyway, I've got to leave it there for the week. I've got to go to work. So thanks, Fox. Thanks, Ramona. Thanks, Stresser. And thanks anyone else out there that has watched, will watch, or might watch. Make sure you join us in Discord. If you need anything from Dreamlight, let me know. And I'll leave it there. It's been a good week. So yeah, I'll be back on next week as normal. And next week is update week. So we'll do an update and inside out stuff and all that stuff. Anyway, I got to go to work. I'm already ranted.